overrun at Hereford. And my company from the 1-5 Cav, 1st Cav Division was airlifted onto the LZ the following morning to assist. In his book, Battles in the Monsoon, Marshall claimed that the KIAs had been evacuated the previous evening, but I distinctly recall seeing the poncho-covered bodies of the U.S. soldiers still ringing the landing zone. Dead enemy were everywhere. The Americans gave as good as they got. And there's one more little, well, maybe not so little. There's one more detail that I want to go into. So, Sam Kasten, the journalist, he was married when he was in Vietnam. And he and his wife, a woman named Fran Kasten, had moved to Hong Kong while he was working in Vietnam. So they were, close flight. And he figured, well, I still want to see you, so we'll move to Hong Kong. And then when I go work in Vietnam, and then when I'm not working, I'll come back. And they'd been there for about a month before he was killed. And they had a 13-month-old toddler at the time. They're there in Hong Kong, and after he was killed, she packed up. She went back to the States. I mean, devastated, obviously, and not only devastated, but now what? Now what? Whatever plans she had are now obviously gone. So she had to put her life together as best she could. She had been at school. She'd studied English, I believe. And she went and started knocking on doors and eventually got a job at the New Yorker magazine. And then she moved over to the Scholastic magazine and eventually became a teacher at the School of Visual Arts in Manhattan. Teaching writing. And that is when, at age 40, she started to write poetry. And she wrote a poem about her husband, Sam Kasten, the brave journalist who was killed on that awful day. And the poem is called Operation Crazy Horse. And here it is. A grand Kowloon hotel, a hedge of red hibiscus, a tiled pool, a masseuse who pressed fragrant oil of almond into my body in the full heat of the sun. Elsewhere, northeast of Saigon, a man beheld you and fired. At the Undertaker's, you were all made up. And your hair was parted wrong, so I smoothed it the way you would have liked. Someone shouted, "Stop!" as if we were caught making love on the couch in my father's house. God knows what they feared. Unfamiliar streaks in your hair must have paled at the moment of terror and grown longer in the time since, eerie as strands of ticker tape still printing. Such dark hair shocked white. How afraid you were. All I could do was hold you. And there you go. There is more to every story. And more for us to learn. And what we need to learn here, in my opinion, from all of this, is that your decision and your actions make a difference and have an impact on the world. Again, like, this is an incredible manual. The squad leader makes a difference, and it doesn't just apply to squad leaders, it applies to all of us. Your actions make a difference and have an impact on the world. You're going to leave a mark. You leave an imprint on the world, and you leave an imprint on the people around you. So make it a good one. Well, Echo Charles.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, man.
Well, it's true. We do leave an impact on the people around us. And we do make a difference. And to make a difference, we need to be capable. Okay, so we can do the right things for ourselves, for the people around us. We start with our physical health, in my opinion, as I always say. So on our journey through improvement and maintaining physical health, we need supplements.
I give you a hard time about just being able to press record.
Sure.
Because that doesn't seem like a very hard job.
It's not.
But what I just did to you is kind of a shitty thing to do, isn't it?
Well, you're throwing out challenges, and I understand. I've come to understand these things, which is okay. It's okay.
For those of you that might be joining us for the first time, sometimes the podcast can be a little much, a little heavy. And so early on, we realized that maybe a little decompression would be good. I know I need it.
Yeah.
I know I need it sometimes. So I'm sorry for setting you up with the freaking horrible job of going from that conversation that we just had into whatever it is you're talking about. I'm sorry, bro.
Hey, it's okay. And you know what? In the spirit of understanding and, how should I say, doing my part, right, I should have took what you said and really gave my thoughts on it, because my thoughts can be a little bit lighter than yours, generally.
So it'd be a little bit of a little smoother transition.
Smoother transition, yeah.
Because you just went straight into talking about
let's
drinking
take some
milk.
supplements. So it was kind of rough for sure. Still true.
What would your thoughts have been?
I don't know, man. I guess that's why I didn't go into it, because I was like, dang, I should just be quiet just for a little bit. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's
part of the thing. That's part of the deal. Is that could just be the end of the podcast. I get it, right?
Yeah.
But I actually don't want to leave anyone that way. To be honest with you, I don't want to leave. Look, the point has been made. We get it, right?
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
I don't want to leave. I don't want someone to press stop, walk out, and that's what's going through their head.
Yeah, they walk into work also. Yeah,
right. We need to bring it back around, right?
Bring it back around.
The world has darkness in it, right? We just saw that.
Yeah.
We just saw that.
Yeah.
By the way, the author, his wife, Fran Caston, she's alive. She's in like East Hampton or something. She's out there writing poems.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hear from her. Be cool.
Yeah. I mean, given the circumstances, it's like, okay. It's what do you call, like, good to meet you, but not under these circuits, that whole deal.
That's a common one.
Anyway. All right. Well, how can we make a difference if we're not capable? Right?
True.
We'll just say it's hard.
I would say we want to make a good mark on the world.
Yeah.
How do we do that? How do you suggest us doing a better job of leaving a positive impression on people and on the world?
I say keep your stuff together.
Cool. Got it. Edited.
Keep it
I like
together.
It. Clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it together, keep it
Dude,
together.
You got Dave Burke over here so bored. He's reading freaking cans. He's reading ingredients from Go.
I'm not saying you're wrong. He's looking at, that's like a, what do you call, like a, not vanity, but he's looking at his own can. He's like, oh my gosh, my can is so awesome. Afterburner orange.
FYI, I just happened to notice that these are two different cans, so it caught my attention.
Oh, really? Oh, I see that too now.
See?
Yeah.
So,
told you.
I guess I could be more vain than I am, but honestly, I'm just now barely noticing that these are different cans of the same drink.
Yeah, because right before that, you were looking at your fingernails and like I don't know if you worked out today or whatever. You're looking at your physique. I saw the whole deal. I saw the whole deal. So all good, and or he could be bored, whichever.
Well, you've successfully lightened the mood.
All right, well
done.
I press record. I do things from time to time. Nonetheless, when we're working out, we need supplements. Joints take a beating. Sometimes we got supplements for your joints. Mm-hmm. You need protein. Okay, so if you're working out hard, and hard is depends on who you are, whatever. You need a certain amount of protein to facilitate the gains. Or should I say the results? Okay.
You said gains, bro.
I did.
You said gains. You spelled it with a Z. I saw it. Gains.
The point is, you need a certain amount of protein. Otherwise, we're not going to recover correctly. Do you know the protein range?
Yeah.
How much? Yeah, see?
Yes, 1 gram. What? Go ahead. You're like shaking your head.
Actually, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. Go ahead. How many?
1 gram per lean, 1 gram per pound of lean body mass.
Yeah. I think that's
Do I know correctly?
I think that's the old school. It's actually less than that. What's the new school? Okay, the new school is a range from 0.6 to, 1, that's high. Mm-hmm. 1 gram per,
thing,
that's high.
Stuff.
Yeah. It starts to level out, I think, at like 0.8 or something like this. Okay. Huh? Nonetheless, not everyone knows that is what I'm trying to say. Mm-hmm. So, and furthermore, not only do not a lot of people know that, it's hard to do that unless you're like that's your jam. You're planning the week and all that. Not all of us do that. I didn't realize that. So look, let's say you have 185 pounds of lean body mass, and you're trying to get the 0.7. We'll say it's a lot of protein. Not for you. I know, bro. Not for you. I know. But I'm just saying for the rest of us, like when you don't think about it.
To sum everything up that Echo's trying to say right now, you need milk. You need milk.
Okay, see, Brett, you're not really understanding. Like, okay,
0.71 range. What?
No, Brad. No, Brad. Look,
milk is needed.
Let's say I didn't say any of that.
Okay.
What if I just said, "Hey, you need milk"? People are gonna be like,
"All right, okay.
You have failed."
Point taken.
To describe why you need milk.
I'll stand down. But can you hurry a little bit? I'm standing down, but can you just we get the message?
Do you want to, do you though? Do you get the message?
I think we get the message, bro. I honestly do.
I don't think you do, and that's why I'm here.
Okay.
See, if it was between you and Dave, you'd be like, drink milk. It tastes good. They'd be like, bro, you think a lot of stuff tastes good. Anyway. Take the milk, bro.
You got some discipline. Go. I never seen you bring it like this. I like it.
Anyway. Speaking of discipline, go. Okay, and bear with me here. Bear with me. So discipline, go. It's a thing. It tastes good. It's a little drink, kind of like a soda. Yeah. I mean, okay, it's not like a soda, but it's like a soda. So, and I'm gonna tell a little story, short. So you know how like when you go to the movies, right? You go to the movies.
Yep.
Do you get soda and popcorn at the movies?
Sure.
Dave Burke, soda, popcorn.
I used
sometimes,
to.
Right? That's the thing.
I understand.
So you go to the movies, you get your soda, you get your popcorn, you just have you